Wow, that ball is taking some wild bounces tonight. I'm Melton, son of carpentry. Yeah, Daddy Carpenter worked on skyscrapers. Mom Marianne, I'm the son of carpenter. I get to tell parables and design parable imagery. I'm a graphic artist. Censored graphic artist, not making any money. Off my graphic art. You want to see why? It's the same reason you're not making as much money as you could be. Try to call me, 424-229-4140. I've been asking for Flight 93 checks of America's Lifelines for over 9 years. I've yet to get one. I refer to it as the Great Wall of Evil around me, keeping just me in my imagery, but it affects us all in more obvious ways than the boring thing you're gonna get when you try to call me. A phone ringing, an error message, busy signal. You get to leave a message. I don't get it. You don't show up on my caller ID, my call log. You can make a video of that. Whoever's in the room there with you. Timestamp on their phone. Number dial 424-229-4140. And when you don't sync up with the call logs videos I make with this phone of my phone, well, I make it with a digital camera. You don't sync up with the video of the call log on this phone. You don't sync up with the call logs. Lots of folks across the country, as far as their work, can get that. Do that. When it doesn't sync up, yeah, we got phone gate. It's what placed someone named Hussein, that religious censorship that affects your lifelines. It's what placed someone named Hussein in the highest office in the world right after we got attacked by a whole lot of angry, violent, deadly Hussein. And it's also what has the buffoon Trump, the Russian guy waving the Russian flag, in our White House right now. Yeah, I got a little bit of my February work. You can see at www.christcomplex2, the number 2, the digit 2, christcomplex2.wixsite.com/daffodillium. Now check it out. Hit the heart on the left and you're going to see what I designed today. And the 2 boxes over to the right of the heart will tell you, we'll show you those 19,000 plus that has just me in it. Graphic art photos like this prepared. Now, that's a good example. This is almost exactly 4x6 itself, but if I were to print it out, yeah, the words down there, Los Angeles skyline, might be cropped off. So I put it on the green, exactly 4x6 background, and that's how you get the graphic art with minimal graphic art removal. And yes, it could be a nice business card for you. And let me get back to that. You can't reach me, 424-229-4140. You have no idea when else your phone won't be allowed to work. It's not going to be boring. If you need the firemen, police, paramedics, and you're getting that boring thing, and yes, I'm calling up countless other customers, and I'm going to have to do my sugar check. My hand is getting so damn crampy. Tired. Muscles are painful. Yeah, growing a new body. You got to grow that whole new body to build Jesus' immaculate house here on earth. So I'm going to try to get back to a few of those, but it's already up to 4 minutes. And I'm rambling a little bit. But, yeah, when you call up countless other customers and you get that boring thing, phone ringing, error message, busy signal, and you don't know if they're there or not. It's your Gates livelihood. So someone else with a bigger name, whatever the big name in your business is, doesn't have to be Gates. That's the computer industry. Whatever the big name is, so they can get the business instead of you. I call that the Great Wall of Evil. And the way of you getting a nice business card. Perhaps you work in one of those buildings and maybe you do window washing. That'd make a nice business card, wouldn't it? You got your website, shows up what you do. You got your address, you got your phone, email. If you can't reach me, you can't get it. You can't reach a lot of folks who could benefit your business, not just your customers, those you might work with. When you can't reach them, oh, I got different websites here in case you're wondering why I keep showing you the same one. You just got it, haven't gone through them. I'm probably going to go through them again and again because it's not the best light. It's good enough to see, but make that video of America's hijacked lifelines and your Gates livelihood. And yeah, you know, a nice city that doesn't have to have skyscrapers, but wants to hire a great graphic artist, wants to build Jesus as a Immaculate House, my real work. Tell them they gotta come see me in person. Yeah, 424-229-4140. That's your Gates livelihood, your hijack livelihood. Now I get to the funny stuff. It's just something to do this morning. A Dr. Ling is a sports doctor for a college, and we're going to call the college the you know, you have the this, that, NLU where I went, and now Northeast, now University of Louisiana at Monroe, was Northeast Louisiana. The Indians, I believe. Yeah, the dance team was the War Bonnets, or probably still is. But yeah, these guys are the wall builders. Which would be better, the wall builders? I'm going to include you in the creative process. The wall builders or the wall climbers? Anyway, Ling has found you can bet on stuff. You know, like sports and all that. Might be illegal, I don't know. I don't do it. But he found that out, and he's using the Wall House. Great Wall of Evil. And our fictional unseen business has, you know, like gene pools full of folks who can take turns being one person. That would be the work of the Wall House. 100 jabbers here would be more work for the Wall House. All kinds of toys and tools. Now let me try this. I've been having trouble with it. I'm just going to put it in. And it turns it on. Yeah, I've gone through about 15, give or take. And I'm going to take it into the doc's office next week. They want to see it. I think they suspect, or they think, or it's part of the stage dilemma that 188, 86. You try reading it backwards. That I've been using way too many test strips, and they said months in advance. A lot of stuff I got to straighten out with the doctor. Hopefully, get some real pain medicine though. The lyric, maybe it's a small dosage or whatever, but it doesn't do as good a job as a gabapentin. And the gabapentin, of course, didn't do as good a job as like the morphine in the hospital. And morphine didn't even do as good a job as sleep. So I got to go in next week. Back to Ling. Let me get a few more of these in there. Yeah, it's cloudy out there. Let me show you the these things again. I'll get to that another day. But Ling has found you can bet on stuff, and Bruno, the bookie, he tells him that you gotta have a certain point spread if you want to win the big bucks, or so he goes to find out. what can help him do that from the Wall House, and Wang, the Wall House guy. He says, oh yeah, we get a lot of requests for that kind of stuff around this time of year, basketball season. And he takes him into the Wall House's basketball court there, and it's got like, well, you've seen those tennis ball throwers or those baseball throwers, where you do the baseball practice and you swing at the ball. It's like that, so it's very well calibrated, and a whole big bunch of basketballs, and it just keeps throwing it, goes right through the net. Who knows, half court or free throw line. And it, of course, there's a machine. It's well calibrated. It's not going to miss. And Wang says, "You see this?" And he says, "You hear that?" And Wang says, "I don't hear anything." The court's empty. It's just a machine throwing the basketball. And Wang says, "Good. Acoustic technology. Always noisy at basketball games. The players, the stands, the people, referees, the buzzers, bouncing the ball. So you just use this," and he has his little remote control. It's, yes, street technology, unseen business technology. A little like screen there, and he kind of adjust some fine-tuned settings, and that basketball, that stream of basketballs just going right into that basket. All of a sudden it starts going off, it hits the rim and goes off to the left, and then he moves the joystick over a little bit, it hits the rim, goes off to the right, and he pulls it back a little bit, and it hits off the front, or it doesn't even hit the basketball, it goes halfway to the hoop, and it just misses completely. And yes, it's a machine doing it. And Wang warns Lane that you got to use this carefully, because those up higher in the Chinese streets, you can call it the Eskimo streets if you want to, but I've just been hearing people over here, and I'm hearing the streets talking, witnessing the streets, and it's always the Chinese. But he says that those at the top will, obviously notice that you're doing something like that. So you got to be incredibly subtle. Just a little law. Affect that ball in one way or another. Otherwise, they got to alter video. They televise the game, and they got to go in and change something. If you've ever sworn you saw something happen one way and then the replay was completely different, there you go. But he says don't be obvious, otherwise you'll get in trouble with them, and they'll come complain to me. And Ling says, what do you mean by obvious? And he hits that a few buttons on that little remote, and the ball's shooting right at that goal. It goes in the opposite direction than the opposite hoop. He says that's what I mean by obvious, and yes, the unseen business of streets. The Great Wall of Evil can be so incredibly obvious. You have to be incredibly blunt, incredibly over the top to be incredibly obvious. But Dr. Ling, he'll be working for all the different sports activities, and very seriously, checking post 5. You can't reach me. You have no idea when else your phone won't be allowed to work. You used to have Obama in there. You don't know when else that phone won't be allowed to work, so make that video of America's Hijacked Lifelines and post it. And if you've got a video of certain presentations of sports or other things being affected by our fun streets, by all means get it out there. You don't have to worry about making it to even news, guys. Unless, of course, it's supposed to be there, then you damn sure better be making those videos, because the guys at the top are mean, and if they want you to make those videos, you better make them. But yeah, Ling will win the game by a certain point spread, because yeah, just a little knockover one way or another. It bounces up, hits the ceiling, and gets stuck there, or one thing or another, and it bounces off somebody's leg and goes out of bounds, and then the other team gets it. I'm Mountain Soacam. Come tell me your street video that only you can make. Yeah, you're gonna try and call me. You can't see me. You can't talk to me in person. That's a great wall of people. So it's placing someone in Tucson and someone from Russia in our White House. Come see me. Have wit, will travel. Show me the perfect place to build Jesus' immaculate house here on earth. And I cannot do that. Honest. Got one of those street technology things that, lets me know what they're talking about way over there. Come see me. Let's get started building a better world. One image, one video at a time. Remember to make those Chicken Post and 5 videos. You got the timestamp on your phone. You got the number dialed. It's not some funny bounce on a basketball. It's concrete evidence of America's hijacked lifelines.